What is up, guys? I am Howie, and this is the Go Ride channel, where I strive to publish 2 videos every week about motorcycles of every shape and size. If you think this might be remotely interesting to you, please smash that subscribe button. And if you like the video, please click the like button. Really appreciate it. In this video, it's going to be a how-to, one of the last how-tos involving the CRF, how to do a hot tune on your carburetor. And step 1 is going to be to get the bike hot. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and run the bike for a few minutes. I'm actually going to take it around the block, put fresh gas in it because I don't know how old the gas that I put in it from my can is, and then come back with you. At this stage in the game, we know the bike is warm because I just rode it. It's idling okay. Because I don't really know how long it's going to be until I have an opportunity to put fuel or ride this bike, I'm going to go ahead and put some fuel stabilizer in it again because California gas is crap. It's about a 2.5 gallon tank. So I don't really need that much. I'm going to put about 1.5 ounces in, which is probably a little heavy-handed, but it won't hurt anything. I need to buy more anyway. Mix it. So at this stage in the game, to do the hot adjustment, basically what we're going to do is manipulate the pilot screw to adjust the air-fuel ratio. I don't really know exactly what that does inside the carburetor as far as circuitry goes, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to run that screw in until the bike stumbles. If I run that screw all the way down and the bike does not stumble, that means my main jet is too rich, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case because this is an otherwise stock CRF 230F, and when I opened it up, it looked like it had a 132 main jet in it, which is probably a size too big. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll run the screw in until the bike stumbles, and then we'll back the bike out, or back the screw out, 1/4 of a turn at a time until we hit a sweet spot. Once we hit a sweet spot, we'll go ahead and run the screw all the way down to check how many turns that is, and then we'll run it back out that same number of turns. We'll record the result. We should be done. If we get to a point where we don't really hit a sweet spot in like 2.5 turns out, that means the main jet's too lean and you have to go up a size, which I doubt we're going to hit today. So here we go. I'm going to grab a set of gloves because the exhaust pipe is right there next to the mixer screw, and I don't really feel like burning myself today. So this is the screw that we're adjusting here, in there, and yeah, it's a pain in the ass to get to. What do you know? The main jet is not too rich. Each time you make an adjustment leaner on the pilot screw, you may want to give the bike a few seconds just to settle into whatever idle it's going to settle into, which is what you're seeing me do now, just waiting briefly. I think it's right there. So then at this point, I'm going to go ahead and run the screw down all the way until it seats, counting the number of turns, and then I'm going to back it out that same number of turns. So quarter, half, 3/4, 1, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, 2, so pretty much 2 turns on the button. Half, 2. The bike should fire right up if I turn the key on. So that is how you do a hot adjustment on a carburetor, in this case the CRF 230F. The only things that I really have left to do on this bike are change the oil. I'm going to fix up the controls a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to make videos about that. If that's something you really want to see, I guess leave it in the comments. Nobody watches this anyway. So that's about it. Got to change the oil, change the spark plug. Not a big deal. Bike's pretty much ready to go, so maybe you'll see some content with this bike out there. Maybe a dirt biking with dad episode, because my father has recently retired. Has expressed interest in riding this bike, and I figure as far as bikes go, this one's pretty forgiving. So that's about it. If you thought this was interesting, please hit the subscribe button. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. Thanks, guys. Go ride.
You do